Okay, so good morning. It's June 1st. I have no idea why I had this thought in my head. Why don't I just ride every single day, 7 days a week for an entire month? So it's 6 o'clock in the morning. I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't even know if I'll continue to do this, but I figured every day ride a bike, whether it's 1 mile or 100 miles, doesn't matter. And let's see what happens to my health. Follow me on this journey. Let's see how this goes. Day number 1, I'm not even kitted up or anything. I'm just gonna go for a short, probably 8-mile ride. Just wearing blue jeans and a regular shirt. Day 2, I'm doing a gravel ride, about 32 miles. Just for the record, I weighed myself last night. I'm curious what's gonna happen if I actually do this. I weighed 152 pounds. Let's just use that as a metric to see what happens. Day 3, I'm gonna do 8 miles. It's a beautiful morning. It's only the beginning, but so far I'm liking it. So actually this is ride number 2 for today. Sometimes I'll do this after work. Just it's a good stress relief. So I'm gonna ride just 8 easy miles tonight. That's actually the 4th ride of the last 3 days. Starting off pretty good. Okay, so day 4. Today I did 44 miles. I'm actually kind of tired. That was, you know, there's no such thing as a bad bike ride, but actually that wasn't the greatest. It felt like a headwind and a crosswind only. And I just have no energy. And I realized that usually I take Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays off. And so far I've done an extra 30 miles in addition to the normal stuff that I do. And I rode pretty hard this past weekend. So anyway, day 4 done in the books. All right, day 5. Actually today I feel better than yesterday. Something was bothering me yesterday. So I did just 8 miles, 6 o'clock in the morning. And I'm gonna go get myself a breakfast burrito. How cool is that? I think I earned it this week. Day number 6. I woke up about 4 hours late, so this is the only ride that I could do today. Okay, day 7 in the books. 31 miles, and check out what I just got. Brand new bottle cages. These are super light and super carbon. Always fun to get something new like that. Day 8, 10.7 miles, and I weighed myself yesterday. I gained 2.5 pounds last week. So day 9, whew, it's 96 degrees. I'm gonna do about 2.5 hours today on my road bike. I'm at the top of Somas right now, Balcom Canyon Pet Lodge. One of my patients used to own this place. She sold it, but it is hot. So I'm doing good. I feel good. And I'm just stopping just to get some shade because I've noticed the heat kind of destroys me. Like to me, it just feels, it's not even, well, there's a wind today. It's about 20-mile-per-hour wind from the east. So it's kind of a hot wind. And the heat, it just kind of drains my energy. And I feel like I could do 5 hours in the cold, and that's actually easier than 2.5 in the sun. So it's hot today, but day 9 in the 90s. Oh, geez, why is it, now it reads 104 degrees. Ugh. Day 10, 10 miles. Funny story, my wife last night says, "What the hell's with all the laundry?" Yeah. One disadvantage is you go through a lot of cycling kits, that's for sure. All right, great day, see you tomorrow. Day number 11, behind me is The Rock. Everybody calls it The Rock. This is famous because it's right on PCH, I'll show you. Every single car commercial you'll ever see in California shows this rock. So here I am at Neptune's Net. It actually smells like pot. Right over here is all the surfers. And what's famous, you may know Neptune's Net because if you've ever had a child that played Grand Theft Auto or ever watched any Van Diesel movies, in other words, all of them, and if you watched Point Break, this will look very familiar to you. Now, what's great about this place, everybody I talk to, they say they don't like the food. Actually, I kind of like the food. I think the food is actually good. It's not the healthiest food, but it's deep fried fish and chips. I love that. So if you're ever in the area, you got to stop by the most famous place around here where all the movies are made and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go up a little bit up Yerba today. It's about 20 miles to here, so it'll be about, I'm gonna probably go up 2 miles or something like that up Yerba Buena. Probably about 44 miles, and I will see you tomorrow. So day 12, here I am riding, and it's very overcast. There is no sun. What's the temperature? 54 degrees. It actually feels fantastic right now. I like this weather when I ride. So today, doing about 10.5 miles, just recovery from yesterday, and tomorrow is the weekend and we'll see how we ride. So far, I'm noticing that I'm just kind of getting used to this whole routine, and it's actually kind of fun riding. Like normally, sometimes I'll ride on Fridays, sometimes I won't, and I'm just riding Friday morning, and it's actually just kind of fun getting up. Oh, by the way, I weighed myself again, and now I'm at 151, and I haven't changed my diet at all. I'm not going to change my diet in this. I'm just going to eat my normal healthy diet, nothing changed. So I'll see you tomorrow. Day 13, Saturday, I'm going to ride to the local bike shop. You know what? I just realized I haven't ridden with a group in probably 4 months. So post, pandemic, COVID-19, it's just time. I've actually, with this thing where everybody's afraid, I've actually quite enjoyed myself because the roads were just empty. No one was out, and you were allowed to ride your bike in my area. It was actually quite awesome. And quite a bit of the rides that I was doing were by myself, and just simply because I wasn't restricted to a group that made a decision where to go, kind of our standard places. I actually ended up riding a lot of new places in this last 4 months that was actually quite invigorating. So I'm gonna go do the bike ride with the group today, and I'm not sure how much mileage I will do. It's usually about 3 hours and 45, 50 miles. So almost halfway through this little project I'm doing. Day 14, I'm riding with a bunch of friends, and we're going up Rock Store. Rock Store is, of course, famous. And check this out. Hi. It is closed to everything except people riding bikes. How freaking cool is that? This is the beauty of Rock Store. All right, so I'm going up today. Probably gonna do about, I think, 35 miles, mostly climbing. And tomorrow's the start of a new week. Day 15. Thought I'd ride something fun. Check out what I'm riding. So this is my 29-inch BMX bike, and it's a GT Performer. Let me turn around here. I'm gonna do some fun things this morning. I did a lot of riding over the weekend. I think Rock Store kind of kicked my butt in terms of my legs,
So we're gonna do some fun stuff. I originally got started when I was about 10 years old, racing BMX in the 80s, and what ended up happening was, really, a little before, it was two things: Greg LeMond and the 1984 Olympics. It happened in Los Angeles, and cycling just boomed. Andy Hampston, Greg LeMond, these were the people that really, you went, wow, you know? And I started riding, they called them 10 speeds back then, but basically road bikes, and started riding them longer distances thinking it would help me for BMX. Of course, it was the absolute wrong training, but I really enjoyed the long distance riding kind of more than the BMX, because I had been doing BMX for about 5 years and eventually just kind of burned out on it probably. But I still enjoy riding a BMX bike. I just feel, you know, you get on a BMX bike like this and you just feel like a kid. Day 16, I'm at Hollywood Beach. So I rode my, it's been hot, so I rode my bike to the beach, and this is called Hollywood Beach, and we're just on one side of this little area. On the other side is called Silver Strand. So you could read on the history of it if you want, of Hollywood Beach, when all the Hollywood people used to come here. So I rode to the beach thinking it was gonna be super hot, and it's kind of a little bit of a overcast day, but still really nice. So day 17. You know what I've noticed? What's kind of interesting, I normally sleep pretty good, but the thing I've noticed in the last week or so, I am sleeping fantastic. I mean, really deep sleep, waking up and actually not being as tired as I thought I would be. It's kind of interesting. I mean, I'm waking up, it's funny because this morning, I wake up at 6, and I wake up, I look at my watch, and it says 5:57. Woke up, just my mind wakes up, but I feel pretty good. So this daily riding, it's kind of one thing I've noticed is, man, I'm sleeping awesome. Arabian horses for sale. I'll take 2. Day 17. I'm not gonna bring Arabian horses home like a puppy or something. 37 miles today, and I'm not gonna buy or bring home any new pets. My wife would probably kill me. So I think I screwed up. Yesterday I said it was day 17. Today is day 19, so obviously I made a mistake. I don't really want to be riding today, to be honest. Just not feeling it, but I will do it. Day 19 in the books. By the way, day 20, what's the date? Is it the 20th?
20th.
Today's the 20th. We're riding Santa Barbara today. Yesterday we did Santa Barbara. Today's the 21st day. I'm gonna go easy today because yesterday we were out there for almost 5 hours. So I'm gonna make a separate total video regarding yesterday's ride. So I'll put the link at the end of this video, and the link will also be in the description. Watch it because we had a great time. Day 22, this is the bike that I just rode. Had a great time. It's my 20-inch BMX jumping bike. The only modifications that I made, first of all, it's got huge tires, super thick. I mean, this thing doesn't break. I put a handbrake on it. When I first got it, didn't have any brakes because you're supposed to be able to spin the handlebars when you jump, which I don't do. And then also, it used to have a little tiny seat to here to not get in the way of jumping. But I like to ride this bike around, so you're very seldom gonna ever see
a carbon fiber seat post with a Celia Italia saddle. But that's what I rode. So I just rode around town today and did some wheelies, jumped some curbs, did a couple things, and had a good time.
So day 23, I decided to take the cyclocross bike out, and I'm just doing Hill Canyon, and it's a little windy, and it's kind of hot. It's about 90 degrees, but it feels like a great day. We're almost done. Amazing. I'm gonna hit the dirt, and maybe I'll ride my BMX bike again tomorrow. We'll see. It all depends. 24th. I worked a lot, so I hardly had any time, so I'm just coming out here on my BMX bike. So, almost done. Day 25, I'm gonna do about 35 miles of dirt today.
How I do that is because it's Thursday, I take Thursday afternoons in the middle of the day off a little bit, so I have more time to do stuff such as this.
Fig Newtons. I really like this path. Takes you all the way to PCH from Camarillo. It's awesome. It's basically flat, but all dirt, and there's never anyone on it. I just love it. So it's a very good, quick workout. Awesome. Fig Newtons, breakfast of champions, right?
Good morning. It is bright and early Friday, and I'm gonna do a little recovery ride because it's Friday and I'm gonna ride a lot this weekend. So what should I do? I think eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by its toe. If he hollers, let him go. My mother told me to pick the very best one, and you are it. I'm gonna ride my 29-inch BMX bike. Cool. So day 27. Last night after work, we went to some friend's house and just had dinner and hung out by the fire. And then all of a sudden, it's like midnight. And so I'm a little tired today, but I'm still going for it. And did I just say we're on day 27? I think I did. So this is not the most nutritious ride. I woke up this morning and I'm like, where's all the bananas? Where's all the Fig Newtons? Where's the Cliff Bars? We had nothing, so I had to kind of scrounge around the house, and I found some quality maple syrup, which is actually, depending on who you are, quite healthy, and graham crackers. So that's what I'm going to survive all day today on. I'll probably feel fantastic because it's all carbs and stuff, but not my normal diet. But if you ride a long way, you got to take something, and hard-boiled eggs just doesn't cut it. This is something you probably never think of when it comes to using graham crackers is, as I did my ride, I would pull out one out of my back pocket, and as I rode, they got warmer and warmer and softer until finally this is the last one, and it's all I can think of is ew. No good. Ugh. You need carbs. You'll do anything. Ugh. Thank God the ride's over. Okay, Sunday morning. We're almost done with this whole month. I think Monday and Tuesday is the last day. So I think I have ridden
every bike this week except my actual road bike. So today I'm gonna do a group ride. I don't know how long I'm gonna go for, so you never know. Just follow the group. And I'm gonna ride my road bike for the first time this week. Happy Sunday.
So today's Monday. It's the 29th day of the month. Tomorrow's the last day of the month. When I first started this, I didn't think I was even gonna complete it because, well, I don't know. Anyway, today what I'm gonna do is just an 8-mile recovery ride, zone 1, and tomorrow I'm gonna have more time to ride. And after that ride, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna summarize my thoughts about riding for the entire month. So stay tuned to the end.
So today is the last day. Well, I have to say it's been an adventure. When I first started this, it was just on a whim. That morning I decided I'm gonna ride for 30 days straight. And now it ended up turning out that I guess it's 32 days because I rode the previous weekend and I rode a couple extra rides, but it doesn't matter. 30 days. So what happened? What are my impressions? Today's the last day. I'm gonna take my road bike and it's such a nice day, and I don't wanna make this a time-sensitive thing, but now they're threatening to close businesses again. It's just getting stupid. So if people are told to stay at home, it's going to be great riding because no one's on the street. So anyway, I weighed myself this morning and I weighed 149.2. So I think in this whole process, I lost a little bit of weight, which I was not trying to do. And for the amount of riding that I'm doing, it doesn't really matter. 3 pounds is not going to make that big of a difference. But the thing is that even with my normal diet, and sometimes certain days were crappy diets, I still managed to lose weight just by riding an extra 2 or 3 days a week compared to my normal 4 or 5, whatever. So, number one, I really kind of enjoyed this month. I'm not sure if I'll continue it. I know that it's probably good to not have a day where you ride and to take breaks and stuff like that, but there were a couple days where I didn't feel into it and I probably would have not ridden. And I think that what I'm gonna do is probably respect my body, and on days when I just don't wanna ride, I'm not gonna ride. So I'm probably gonna go back to a normal 4 or 5 day a week cycling, and just take 2-3 days off, maybe during the week. I think from a chiropractor's perspective too, because I'm a chiropractor in case you didn't know, I think it's important to not ride 7 days a week and to actually spend a couple extra days doing things like core work and upper body training and more thorough full body training rather than just cycling. So I think from a health perspective, I'll probably take a day off or 2 days off or maybe 3 on certain times. Certain weeks I will ride less than others. And I think I kind of did that this month. There were some days I was just tired. I just rode less. So I did lose weight despite not even trying to by riding that extra. I think I rode on average about an extra 30 miles per week. 24 to 30 miles per week extra that I would have normally not ridden. And I had a good time. The big challenge was my wife was like, you got to knock this off because, if you wear a cycling kit every single day or sometimes twice a day, man, you go through the laundry. So my wife didn't appreciate, or she wasn't mad. She's a nice person, but yeah, a lot of laundry. Food-wise, it didn't make that much difference. But overall, riding 30 days in a row I feel really good. So today, just to give you an idea of what it looks like today, I'm gonna go out in the sun. For the actual last day of the ride, I'm gonna ride to the beach. It's such a beautiful day. I'm gonna ride probably around 50 miles, beautiful 75-degree weather, and that's what it's like overall, and that's how you finish riding in sunny Southern California. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions, just go ahead and ask in the comment section down below.